Hello, everybody. Stephen Malbon here, Part 3 podcast. On behalf of the gang, we're going to make a few selects for prize picks. First matter to be had. Sung J M will hit. We're going more than 8.5 fairways. So Himothy, a.k.a. Sung J, we're going more than 8.5 fairways. We need him to hit a minimum of 9 fairways. And with Willie the Wave God on the bag, I don't see that to be a problem. The next situation is Jason Day. More or less birdies. The number is 4.5 birdies. And the guy knows how to make birdies. We're going to go more than 4.5 birdies. Everybody follow along. At the Players, TPC Sawgrass. Get after it. Part 3 podcast. Let's fucking go. Stephen Malbon.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get right into it.
Put him down for the birdie, dog.
Just a bit outside.
Gang is back together.
Somebody give me your fucking putter. Hoard the putt in. I had to make it.
I ain't got no fucking club.
And we're back with another one of our fan favorites, Mr. Andrew Santino.
Yes, sir. We're back. We're in Carmel, baby.
So,
Beautiful.
playing in the tournament, the Preserve, first runabout at Fazio's masterpiece up there. Will you tell the people what's happening at the Preserve?
I mean,
And from your point of view.
it is a beautifully laid out, silent retreat, very tough but fair golf course. It's like stunningly beautiful. All you're seeing is turkeys and deer, a bobcat we saw today. But like, it's just, you like every hole you're on, you don't see another hole, which I love. Like the only other time I've seen that true, like in that fashion, there was a place I played called Cascada out in Vegas where it's like every hole is buried. You can't really see the next hole. So like you can't really see what's coming up next, which I love. So you're just focused on the design of that hole at that time. And man, it got me yesterday, but today I did much better. Yesterday
You got it back.
got me, man. Yesterday.
What was
Bad,
that?
dude.
What was happening? How did it get
You know what's so funny is like, if you're not off the tee correct at the Preserve, you're begging for bogey.
Yeah.
You have to be money off the tee, like every single time, which is funny because it looks more open than it is, but the angles, there's a lot of slope, there's a lot of lifted greens, elevated greens. So you get caught up a little bit coming short, and if you have any spin on an uphill, I came off the green like 5 times, man. I was losing my mind. Malta was like, again. He kept going, again. I was like, no, bro, please.
So there's false fronts on most of the holes, and you have to miss left and long. So you have to hit draws over the flags.
Yep.
Most shitty shots are weak cuts.
Yep.
And they hit in front of the green, they U-turn and go down 40 yards.
And you're right back to where you started. It was like right back to the beginning. I had a few like learning moments where I was like, okay, play the bank every time. You know, some courses you can play the bank every time. And
The backboard.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Like because it's going to save you. Even if it stays high, you're better off up there.
You can two-putt.
100%.
Yeah.
Being on the front of the green again you're already done. You're cooked, dude.
You chipped it up, it turns around and comes back.
Oh, it did it twice.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that little short, this 11 or 12, the little short par 4? Yeah.
Up that hill.
Dude, come on.
And the green's like this.
Yeah, tilted.
And this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It got me bad.
Who did you play with yesterday?
Yesterday was me, Sean Malto, and Q. Me, Sean Malto, and Q. J.R. Smith is supposed to come. Where you at, J.R.?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
JR is in Florida.
He's an old friend of mine too, and I should have texted him and blew him up. Told him.
And you play with him at Lakeside?
Yeah, he plays all the time at
You
Lake.
play even with him?
You know what's so funny is like, it depends on how often he's been playing, but for the most part, yeah, give or take 1 or 2. But when he's on, he's nasty.
Really good when he's on, right?
Nasty when he's on.
Yeah.
Nasty.
It's hard to get him to lock in and focus and stay on it. He's
Jared
answering the
does whatever he
phone.
wants.
He's
Yeah.
over here. He's over there.
He's kicking it. He'll walk around. Sometimes he'll walk off of a hole, go do his thing, and then come back. And you're like, where have you been? He's like, oh, I had to do some shit. We're good. Just line it up. Let's go. You're like, all right, man. We just played like that entire hole. No, but me, Malto, and Q played. It was phenomenal, man. We were just cruising around, taking it nice and easy. It was only 3 of us, so we had time to chill, knock a couple back.
Q's a pleasure.
Love Q, man. He's like one of the greatest dudes. He's so relaxed. He doesn't let anything really get to him. What I love about golfers like him are, what's the old quote? I don't even know who said it, but they said, you're not that good to be that mad.
Yeah.
And I love that quote.
That's true.
Because you're not that good to be that mad.
Yeah.
So when people blow, I understand being like, getting frustrated a little bit. But when people are like, oh, fuck, you're like, dude,
He just laughs at himself all day.
He is the best version of that. He's like, oh man, and then we move on. You know what I mean?
He's like, oh, I'm fucking trash.
Yeah, trash. Yeah, he comes to that trash.
And then he goes right back, keeps
But
at
it doesn't matter because that's the thing. It's like you're not that good. I think that's for every golfer. You're not that good to be that mad. You shouldn't be that mad. Unless you are a plus handicap, cool it out.
Exactly.
Cool it out, dude. Unless you are playing elite golf, it's just you're fine and you can get it back. That's the other thing. Malto, Sean hit one. I mean, on 3, right after the par 3, he hit a nasty push slice out to the right. We thought it was out OB.
I saw him down there in the ditch. I drove by.
And
I
found
saw him
his ball.
his wedge or something.
And so of course, Ryan and I were like, we got this hole. This is ours. We're good. He finds his ball. It's good. It's in. Hits it to within 6 feet and then taps in for birdie. Yeah. But off the tee, initially, your reaction would be like, it's over. It's done. But no, you refocus. You're not that good to be that mad. Chill.
You're going to hit really, really horrible shots. I played St. Andrews one time and the caddy was like, do me a favor, buddy. Enjoy every shot.
Yeah.
It's like, even if you hit a bad shot, Willie Wilcox is out there. He's the best. The guy hits some of the most fucking horrible shots I've ever seen in my life. And then he hits like a 4-iron under a tree, over a tree with a hook. And gets like an 8-foot putt and makes birdie.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
He said he likes to kind of spray it all over the place, but get it in the hole really fast.
Yeah.
He said it really fucks his opponents up.
Right.
It's like,
do a dance out there and then keep it real tight on the green.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
That's going to happen. But that's the thing. You are going to hit bad. You're going to hit bad shots.
Even the pros, they hit horrible shots.
Oh yeah, it's bound to happen, man. I played with enough pros at this point where, look, their ball striking ability is something you have to see live to understand. But when you play enough golf with guys that are at that level, you do begin to understand. It's like, oh, they're hitting misses, they're hitting pushes. They're hitting a little chunk push or a short cutty shot that gets caught in the wind. Like when you see that, it does help you go, all right.
It's like it happens to them. That's their job.
And it happens. When it happens to you, you should be a little bit easier on yourself about it. But we had a day, man. We had a really fun day yesterday, and today was also great because we got to play with the boys. Today was more.
Malto?
Yeah.
Who won?
We did.
You and Malto beat.
No. Me and Ryan beat Malto.
You and Ryan Everett.
Yeah.
Lefty.
Yeah. He's great, dude. It's fun.
He's fun, isn't it?
He's got some good skills. Lefty golfer is always wild to me because just because your eye line, the way you're so used to seeing right-handed, the way a lefty golfer looks like he can't flush it as clean for some reason.
Yeah.
It looks just backwards. It's so weird.
I saw on 18 he hit it long and he hit a hell of a chip from that downhill lie back there. He didn't need to do much because they said Malto hit 2 out of bounds off the tee. Yeah, you guys had already.
That's right, Sean.
Yeah.
He was so mad, dude. He was so mad too because I think we went up 1, down 1. Then Ryan had 2 birdies back to back, it was filthy on that par 3 on 16 or whatever. He put it to I'm not kidding, 3 feet, maybe 2 feet. So birdie and then birdied again on that downhill, that wild down on par 5.
Yeah.
Yo, that's so fun.
That's the coolest song.
Yesterday I was there's on 17 there. It's a par 5, and once you get to 170 out or whatever, you can putt it down the hill. Mm-hmm. And so I literally closed face to 5-iron because that's what what's his name was saying to us. The caddy was like, just smack a little roller off that left side.
Let it kick off.
Dude, and it went down there and I was, 12 feet away, 10 feet away. I was like, I probably wouldn't have stuck that with a wedge or whatever I was going to hit in,
Yeah.
It was great, man.
Chip over that hill. Yeah, the old dudes love it because they can hit driver 3-wood or driver, and it rolls up, almost stops, catches the hill, and run all the way to the green.
I love it.
So it's kind of the 3 holes before. So it goes that long par 3. That's a challenging, amazing hole. Yeah. Then it's that gnarly par 4 uphill with the big driftwood over to the right, the tree. Insane hole. So after those 2, it's then you get the little short par 3. Which is my favorite hole in the course.
I love it. Yeah.
And then you get that kind of, if you do what you're supposed to do, you can make birdie there.
You should.
It kind of gives you a little relief.
It's redemption. Yeah, it's redemption.
As after you get pounded on those other 2.
They're stepping on your throat for a little bit, then they let it off for a second.
Exactly.
Then 18 is a beautiful finishing hole up that hill too. But honestly, it was a pleasure to come out, man. It was, that's one of the most coveted, talked about courses in the Bay. Everybody knows Pebble and Spyglass. They're famous and beautiful and wonderful courses, but there's something about the preserve that's so unique, man.
It's hard to beat that up there. That
sexy,
experience.
man. It was silent when we pulled up in the car. It was silent except for the music and the people you could see at the clubhouse. Yeah. It was like you can't hear a word out there.
Yeah, sometimes I play and it's like I don't see any golfers the whole time. Like the whole day, I don't see anyone.
Yeah,
and it's amazing the silence. And it's like I can hit driver, and let's say it's like going toward a bunker. I just turn my head and I can hear and tell if it landed in the fairway, the rough, or the sand because I can hear it. Like I hear a thump. It's like fuck, it's in the bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that quiet.
It is, and it's also a good place for foraging mushrooms. We learned, huh?
Yeah.
Get your chanterelles.
Come forage along.
Come forage, baby.
The foraging father, Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis is the man.
And host.
He was showing me pictures of chanterelle mushrooms. He's like, "Do you like mushrooms?" I was like, "I love mushrooms." He's like, "Chanterelles." I was like, "Also beautiful mushrooms." Yeah, I like those too. He's like, "We could forage, man. There's so many." He literally wanted to stop in the middle of the game. He's like, "Do you want to go look?"
Yeah, he loves it.
I was like, "Okay, bro." I was like, "We can." I mean, I don't know if we have any time, but we'll go get some mushrooms mid-play. It's wild, man.
All right, well, you're the best. Thank you for being here.
Bro.
Thank you for coming. What's going on with your career?
So right now I'm on tour. Right now, me and Bobby Lee are touring. We're playing a bunch of casinos and huge theaters. We have 9 shows left, all over we're on the West. We're doing Reno, and we end in Vegas on 4/20. So I'm jumping around doing that. I'm going to start to go out doing live events. I'm going to be doing live podcasting from live for live, which I'm excited about.
Love it.
I have a movie coming out on Amazon March 7th. Zac Efron and John Cena and Jermaine Fowler. It's phenomenal, man. And it's directed by Pete Fairley, who did Dumb and Dumber and Something About Mary and all your classic comedies from back in the day. So coming out in March, man. So I'm excited about that. And then hopefully golfing as much as I can.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
No, yeah. Every day that I'm off, I'm golfing. Every
the days
day.
you are on, you still try to chip or putt or
100%,
something?
yeah. I sneak out. Yeah. If I can sneak away, my favorite thing to do is sneak away early in the morning. If I can sneak out and I can knock 9, I live right next to where I play. So if I can knock 9 first thing in the morning.
Gets the whole day right. My wife, I play a lot crack of dawn, and it's like, why do you like going by yourself? So I'm like, because I fail so many times over and over and over and over for 9 holes.
Yeah.
That it makes everything else I have to do that day easy.
It's easy, yeah.
Yeah, it's like after what I just did, the rejection in life I just took, where I'm like, I'm trying to hit a 5-iron over a bunker, and I hit it in the lip of the bunker.
Right. Oh.
And then it's like, here comes, I know the wind's blowing right, I know I have an uphill lie, I aim right, and I pull it and hit it in the bunker.
Yeah.
And then I chip it up, I have a 6-foot putt, I know it's going to break right, I push it. And so then I get home and it's like, to be a good dad, to be a good, a businessman, take care of my wife, take care of my kids, cook dinner. It's like, it's a fucking walk in the park.
Yeah, it's
compared to that shit.
You got all the L's out of the way. Get the L's out of the way out there, and then come home and it's all W's.
Champion for
That's
the
right.
rest of the day.
Just walk around your house like this. Daddy's home. Kiss my feet. Yeah.
And that's another take on the Par 3 podcast.
That's right.
Draw.
It's way out there. Trapadopolis.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the world famous Part 3 podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Malbon. JR is in Southern California. Again, we are in Northern California, Carmel by the Sea on the Monterey Peninsula for the AT&T Pro-Am at a little shop party at the shop. And we are here with the one and only Fuji Pat.
Glad to be here. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. We're just here to have a glass of wine and see you and look at all the new merch, and excited to be here. So
you guys who don't know the world famous Fuji Pat, he works for Fujikura Shaft Company. They are out of Carlsbad?
Yeah, Carlsbad. Yeah, very close to all the OEMs, TaylorMade, Titleist,
and
Callaway.
We became friends years back, probably through Instagram.
For sure.
Right?
Yep. A lot of mutual friends in the business.
Yes.
Avid golfers.
Yeah, a lot of those. So his job is what? A supply to the professional golfers?
So I've been a tour representative for Fujikura for almost 25 years now. My job has been to get the players in the new, latest, greatest equipment and prove to them why it's better and with TrackMan and everything that we have now and the new technologies out there. We're doing that every day when new products come out to show them that they can help their game.
And who are some of the current guys that are on Fuji?
Wow, we're very fortunate to have some unbelievable players. And in this field this week, there's 80 players in this elite field, and we'll have 40% of them using our driver shafts, including Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood. So some unbelievable players.
You guys ever heard of them?
Yeah. We're not allowed to talk about that from, our perspective, but for you to talk about it,
sure.
It's just fine.
Yeah, they are using them, and I know a lot of people use them out on tour. I can kind of see it, and I obviously, when I post, he's been making me shafts. I'm lucky enough to be able to meet him on the tour. I saw you a couple weeks back. We were in the desert. Yep. I went to TaylorMade. The TaylorMade's guys connected with Pat. I get to the range. Pat says, hey, the shaft on there, it's really good, but I have something that's brand new and even better, and I'll bring it to you at Pebble. And here it is, first view for the world to see, the new Ventus TR,
right.
And I play a 6
S-Flex.
S-Flex.
Right.
And then he's kind enough to put our logos and such etched into the shaft, and we were just talking about, is it legal, would it affect the shaft if I put stickers on the shaft? And he said, it's not legal for tour play, possibly.
I think stickers are okay. It's not going to affect swing weight, like Marshall mentioned. And I think it becomes a USGA thing when it's manufactured, right? And it's outside the paint. So that's some stuff that companies have done in the past. Our competitors, and they had to not use that anymore.
And so in your business, 40% of the guys in the field this year are using driver.
Right.
What does it look like for like 3 woods, hybrids?
Yeah,
all
so
the way
Fairy
down?
Woods will dominate there as well. We've been the #1 shaft for many years on tour now, and we launched Ventus, our original Ventus Blue 5 years ago, and it performed so well, and it's become the staple out here, which we're just so glad to be part of it, and I'm just trying not to screw it up, Steve.
So his job, he goes to every tour event from Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, we come in, the trucks come in Sunday, the big NASCAR trucks for the golf equipment. And we'll fly in Sunday afternoon and work till Wednesday. And then the trucks will head out and we'll drive or fly to the next event, wherever we're going.
You're on
this
the road.
one's a close one. So next week, Scottsdale and that party
and then
there.
You head back to Riv.
And then back to Riv, where we're launching our new Ventus blue shaft. From an addition from 5 years ago that we've outperformed our original one, and it's going to do phenomenal. So we're really excited to have that and launch that there.
Who were some of the first people you did fittings with on the tour 25 years ago?
Oh my gosh.
Give me some favorites over the years.
Ben Crenshaw, Lanny Watkins, Steve Lowry, who won here. Pat Perez when he was a kid. Been very fortunate to work with a lot of great ones, and a lot of them are on the Champions Tour now. Marshall Thompson, who is with us today, he works with me, and he's on the DP Tour. He just got back from Dubai.
Okay.
So he'll do 8 or 10 events out there a year, and helps me out on the PGA Tour about 15 to 20 events. So
Marcus, Rory shaft must have worked well. Yeah,
that's right. Right.
So cool. And I'm lucky enough that Pat has also helped with Remington's clubs.
For sure.
And my son's clubs. And I remember a few years back, I said, well, I need to get Remy some clubs. And you were like, well, we just worked with Charlie Woods and we got him straight. So in order to maybe give you something to try, how about I just send you the same ones that
That's right.
Charlie is gaming. And I figured, well, if it'll work for Charlie Woods, it's got to work for Remington Malbon. and then he was playing blades at the time. Yeah. And I just put him in the 790s, the TaylorMade 7 with the new shafts that you sent.
Yeah, as he grows and gets older, just the best advice I can give everybody out there is just go get fit. Go see a professional that knows what they're doing. Make sure that the shafts feel great for you, and talk to your fitter about what it is you're trying to achieve and the goal from your rounds and how you play. Where are you having success? Where are you not? And how can we get you better? And that's the first thing I do with the best players in the world.
That's amazing. The last story before we get back over to the party, I had the Stealth 1, and I had one of the shafts that I had. I think it's like a burgundy-ish color one. Mm-hmm. And I went and did a fitting with Trotty.
Yeah.
With Trotty, with Chris, with the guys. I did it during, they have a TaylorMade week up here or something. It's like an amateur week or something.
Yep.
And the
they
TaylorMade tournament
Pro-Am
Pro-Am
as well
thing.
Here, yeah.
So that week I went on and I did it, and I did a fitting and he went through some shafts, different shafts that he was putting on, and I was hitting the different ones. And he said that, I remember him saying like, well, the new TaylorMade driver, what is it called? The QI10?
QI10, yes, sir.
QI10. The QI10 isn't out yet, but he said you're hitting the blue, the
Ventus,
the
right.
Ventus blue the best. And he was like, and I know you're like a design guy, so they actually, the head has some blue in it as well, so it will match.
Nice.
And sometimes I worry about hitting a red shaft because it makes, historically, red is more of a violent color. So it's good if you really want to make a pass at the ball.
I think you've got a nice aggressive swing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just send it?
I need like a lavender shaft. So it makes me just lazy lightning, and I try not to hit it as hard.
Sure.
But the Ventus is, I've used it for years now. You're the absolute best. Great to give everyone here a look behind the curtain of what it takes fitting and in equipping the best golfers in the world, and you do it better than anyone.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate you having me here and your family, buddy. Appreciate
absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Preserve homeowners, fill those pools up, or our next golfer might swing by for a free skate. Joining us from Los Angeles by way of Kansas City, put your hands together for the greatest skater of our generation, Sean Malto.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Part 3 podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Malbon. J.R. Smith is back in Florida, but we're here with one of the industry's most respected young men, the director of editorial for the world-famous Golf Digest. Give it up for Max Adler. So, Max, good to see you.
Good to see you.
As we were saying earlier, Max and I played together here at the Preserve. The U.S. Open at Pebble Beach some 5 years ago. We got to come out, play a match, us and two other guys, and it's when I first fell in love with the place. You had played it before, or that was your first time?
First time seeing it. Second time is today.
And what do you think of one of Fazio's places?
Gosh, I'd start with it's probably the best driveway in sports. Takes about 25 minutes to get from the front gate to the clubhouse, passing to the reserve, just amazing land. And then the golf course itself, each one's kind of a postcard from the tee.
It really is.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful spot.
So now let's jump right into it. Over COVID, there's obviously a big influx of what we're calling creative golfers. They're a bit different than your traditional golfers, but as you know, because you play in some of these things we do, this type of golfer, you can't say one enjoys golf more than the other. So what do you feel about what's happening since we've met over the last 5-6 years? Obviously what we're doing, what a lot of other brands, a lot of people, ambassadors, people like Steph Curry, people like Schoolboy Q, but overall just COVID bringing new faces into the game.
Yeah, I haven't heard that term before, creative golfer, but I do like it.
I made it up.
Yeah.
I made it up. So.
Kind of a way of making golf whatever you want it to be? Is that what that means?
Yeah, like people that are in creative industries, musicians and people who aren't your traditional golfer, right? They came in a different way and they're kind of into self-expression a little more than only looking and acting a certain way that you thought you should if you were on a golf course. But what I like about it is they're just as respectful to the game.
Yeah, I like that. On the surface, I might look a little conservative. I've dressed fairly traditionally, but I've always enjoyed hanging out with the people you've introduced me to on the golf course. And I think you'd agree that's kind of what makes this game special is you can have 4 people, all different walks of life, 4 people who normally wouldn't interact. One guy's an eye banker, the other guy's an oil painter. But to get them together on the golf course within an hour or two, they're friends, man, because everyone can bond over the challenge of the game.
The game is hard enough to deal with as an individual, so when you're playing with strangers, it's like, hey man, what do you think you're gonna hit here? Yeah. Like all of a sudden, it's like I don't care what your political stance, your religion, your anything. What are we gonna hit here?
Totally.
So let's jump into it. I'm gonna hit a driver. I'm gonna hit a hold-off cut off the left bunker, and I'm gonna see how far I can hit it.
All right.
Ron Del Barrio, are you watching? My coach is out here with us. Okay, a little hold-off off that left bunker. Yeah, a little chippy driver, no big deal.
calls the shot.
Something in that direction
is
there. You can pick the tee
tough.
up and get the hell out the way, because that one you don't need to watch.
Wow. Well, I'd just like to point out the pallid color of my skin. I'm coming in from New York. There's snow on the ground. Haven't played a ton of golf. Not sure I'm gonna be able to call my shot just like Steve, but we're gonna go the opposite little baby draw down the right side of the fairway.
No big deal. Good thing is the ball's not moving, right, Max?
That's true.
And he's obviously done this before.
All right, it's a fairway, barely.
Wingfoot's finest, Max Adler. I hit the ball better when Luciano and Ron Del Barrio are around. I don't miss when these. If I have one of them here, I normally don't miss. But if I have one of my family members and my coach, there's no chance I'm missing. Anna Camera and Max Adler from Golf Digest, fucking Uncle Paulie. I mean, what are we doing?
Good swing. You got me on that one, too.
Maybe loose.
You know what they call that? They call that a porn shot. Came across the face. Over here, you have Jesus of Golf. You ever heard of him? Follow Jesus. Oh, that's lost ball. That's a lost ball.
No, I heard the same scroll part. Do it again.
Oh, yeah, the gamer. He put the long drive stick up. Look at those white shorts.
Those white legs.
Got a little boar sausage on them. Aye! Play a hole with Jesus. We might be here all week. Call him Small Bucket.
I love to talk anything. You picked them up. What the fuck?
Fucking guy hit it over the tree. We going for the greenside bunker? God damn, take a breath. Making me fucking nervous. You want me to fix you real quick? Watch how easy this is. Okay, come here. Do me a favor. You see that golf cart over there? See the golf cart left?
Yeah.
Aim 40 yards left of that golf cart. Tell me when you're ready. Aim way the fuck left. Get locked in on those big trees. Top of the mountain. You looking at top of the mountain? Yeah. You lined up there? Yeah. Now look down the middle of the fairway.
And you picked.
Easy game. Everybody makes this shit so hard, you know what I mean? Further fucking right he aims. He keeps aiming further and further and further right and snap hooking it faster. Just aim left, you won't hook it. It's impossible.
I'm gonna drop by now.
I've been working at Golf Digest. It is the first real job I've ever had. I worked as a caddy a long time before then, but I've been there 17 years. Started as assistant equipment editor, and they just couldn't get rid of me, or they haven't gotten rid of me yet. So it's a great gig. You know, obviously huge foundation of history, being founded in 1950, and excited to be, yeah, you know, a big influence on the content now with golf where it is. With so many new people entering the game, it kind of feels like it's our job to make sure they have a good time and they learn how to play and they learn what makes it special. So not something I take lightly.
Is golf shifting a lot right now?
That's a really interesting question. You know, when Tiger came on the scene, he obviously made golf a sport. He made it something that athletes did. And I think while he increased the number of golf fans and the popularity and profile of the sport on television, I'm not sure it resulted in that many more people playing golf. But golf, as you know, is a participatory game. And, you know, sometimes things just, they're latent for a while. They lay in wait. So those seeds that Tiger planted 25 years ago, shaking the world on its axis by winning the Masters as a young black man, it's like almost now the cultural acceptance is maybe it's hitting another gear where people are finally now ready to play. COVID happened. All the celebrities are playing golf right now. So many athletes consider it their second sport. Stephen Curry, Tony Romo, Kelsey, Josh Allen, the list goes on and on. And yeah, it's an awesome thing to see. Excited for it to continue. And yeah, golf is changing. You know, the culture is changing, what's acceptable, the traditions. Yet at the same time, a lot of the traditions are going to stay as well.
What's Golf Digest's stance on live golf? Are you guys into it? Do you shy away from it? Because I see so many different points of view, just as like a company, not necessarily personally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there is not a stated company mission or statement around the great fracture that's going on in golf right now. You know, we do want to cover what's going on in the game. We report the news. What are the best players in the world doing? What are they saying? Where are they playing? That's how we approach live golf. Personally, I do hate to see it. I think it's a weird moment in time where people become greedy. And maybe this expectation that I'm worth $500, $600 million because I'm one of the 10 best players in the world, I'm not sure that holds up. And it's obviously shaken the foundation of golf to its core. And hopefully things will start to kind of realign. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? What do we got, Eric? 112? You like 120 up that hill?
Yeah, 122 is better.
122 is better. Not sure I have 122. This thing kind of goes 120. We'll lean on it just a hair.
It's all right, 120 carries the front.
All right, heads up.
Here comes Max. Wonderful shot, young Max, baby!
Love it, young Max, 42 years old. As long as they call me young, I'll take it. The equipment editor at Golf Digest says I'm an idiot for playing this thing. It's got no technology, but I love it. You know, it's just whatever feels good. It's kind of an 08 Odyssey. It's kind of the right-handed version of the old Phil putter. Phil's obviously had a hard couple years, but I'll still play his putter. Well, Steve's doing an amazing thing. I met Steven 10 years ago at the PGA show. He was the only guy not dressed in a blue blazer and khakis. And he had this vision for how he's going to make this golf streetwear brand that drew from hip hop, skateboarding, other sports, music, and kind of make golf more inviting to people who might otherwise assume it was kind of stuffy and restrictive. And 10 years later, lo and behold, I think he's made some pretty impressive gains. So hats off to him today. Was that me on the right? All right. Got to make the birdie on camera. That'd be good. Well, it's not in yet. Ooh, I got to get my mark. Can't be seen not fixing the pitch mark on camera. Jeez. You want water? All right, that cup on the left. Break, break. Ah. Mine hung out.
Just like that, another guest, another day, another dollar. Max Adler, we'll see you next time. Hello, everybody. Stephen Malbon, one of your hosts on the Part 3 podcast, and I'm here with these two complete legends. We're going to mic them up and ask them a question or two. When did you start golfing and why?
I started golfing like a year or two ago because my friend just took me to the course and I pulled up in like a whole skate fit, just like backpack on, hit a ball. Like first try, just hit it and it did a little something. It didn't go far, but it did something and I fell in love right then. It was like, yeah.
Why do you think you took so long to start?
Fuck, I don't know. It was I don't know. It was a sport that like a lot of people weren't like.
Tell the truth, Kader.
It was a sport that a lot of people weren't like hyping up, and like none of my friends were playing it like that. So it wasn't like I had anyone that was like trying to like motivate me to play. So I just kind of like, as soon as I got the chance to be on the golf course, it was like I fell in love.
And now you're addicted?
Definitely. 100%. You play this shit. I was playing every day for a few months. Like, yeah, that shit lit.
Fire.
And this fine gentleman here is one of my heroes.
Oh, wow. Fucking legend.
Wow.
Great legend who completely changed the snowboard industry.
You know?
Young Russell Winfield. What happened? When did you start?
I actually was lucky enough to grow up in a town that had a PGA Tour event. in New York, the Westchester Classic, Westchester Country Club in Rye/Harrison, New York. So they didn't really let me mess around too much, but I go to the range, you know what I'm saying, and hit balls, and then I kind of didn't do it. And then about 25 years ago, living in Seattle, I got real into it. I actually started a little golf brand as a kid called Technical 58, and I've been locked ever since.
And again, why you think you started when you were little, or you started to see it, and you started whatever way you think you took, why'd you take a 30-year gap?
There was nobody like me out there, man. Like, to be truthful, to be honest about it, it was just, you know, a bunch of stuffy people with tight khakis, and that was it. Like, it just wasn't something that seemed accessible, right? Like, access is everything, and with what you guys are doing, you're broadening the scope. Like Virgil Abloh says, you got to pull the zoom lens back so that you can see a bigger picture in this thing we call life. So that's about it, man.
That's amazing. And so, what do you think for young people who haven't played, or for people who are kind of like intimidated or think it's not for them? What do you have to say to them?
I think they should give it a try. Maybe like a Topgolf. Make it fun, right? Like, because it's real frustrating. But if you go somewhere with your homies and make it fun, all you need to do is hit it right once.
You gotta just be committed. You gotta hit that shit. You gotta fucking hit that shit like it's your fucking. I don't even know. You gotta hit that shit though.
Thanks, you fucking legends.
Dylan, Russell, good to meet you.
Appreciate
Nice
you,
to
bro.
meet you. Appreciate you.
You're the best. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And there you have it. More to follow. Hey guys, follow along. We got two of my favorite people over here, and for completely unexpected reasons. Please introduce yourself, and hold on a minute. I'd like to say hi and go ahead and pop this down, make sure we get the full branding situation here. So tell them about what's going on in the golf world. If anybody knows, this is my man. He's reporting live and direct from the Preserve.
From the Preserve.
California.
I'm Jacques Slade. We're here at the Malbon v. Crosby Adidas collaboration at the Preserve. It's dope as fuck. Can we say fuck? Are we allowed to say fuck? It's dope.
This is for the Part 3 podcast. Here's our... Stephen Malbon here for the Part 3 podcast. One of your hosts, and my other host is J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith. I am I'm the poor man's J.R. Smith. How you doing? I don't smoke weed. I just smoke like blunts and cigarettes and shit. Anyway, so we're here at the Preserve. Very dope event, mixing styles of golf and streetwear together to come together to create something really that everybody can wear and that everybody can enjoy, whether you're in the traditional side of golf or you're new to the game of golf and you want to bring your own nuances and your own style from hip hop, or whether that's you're an athlete and you want to bring that sort of swagger to the game, or maybe you're a skateboarder and you want to bring that sort of swagger to the game. This collection kind of embodies all of that, the old school, the new school, and everything in between. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say besides let's play some fucking golf and let's have a good time, y'all. Yeah, my man.
Basically, I'm over here trying to explain to Paulie that, you know, there's expensive golf balls, and the best golf balls, or the most cost-effective golf balls, are the ones off the range. So just trying to make sure it's not an obvious thing with him stuffing his fucking pouch like a kangaroo, but like, go ahead and get you a couple dozen.
After the event?
Yeah, it's the Preserve. It's a little tricky. You can lose balls. So balls $5-6 a ball, or they could be, you know, if it's not free, it's not for me type of thing. Free 30.
I always appreciate your wisdom.
Yeah, so you know what to do. Just like that, we move on to another one of my favorites. This is Richmond, Virginia's finest and a true all-around good guy, Mr. Taylor Massey. Please welcome Taylor to the Part 3 podcast. Yay!
Pleasure to be here with Virginia's other finest.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, about the Punta Brava experience, and about all those club championships you've won out in Richmond, Virginia. True Virginia gentleman, and Virginia, as you guys know, is for lovers. So I'm turning it over to one of the biggest lovers on earth, Taylor Massey.
Sure fell in love with golf. Back in Virginia, Country Club of Virginia and the Foundry, shout out. Just pleasure to be here. Stephen calls, you come directly. Preserve is a nature preserve with a golf course in it. It says everything about it. So sick. Psyched on the collection, psyched on the Adidas collection, and just, golf's in a great place. Part 3 podcast out.
Everybody, welcome to the Part 3 podcast. We have this complete legend with us who's obsessed with golf, amongst other things. Please introduce yourself and tell us what's happening.
My name is Joshua Allen, and I am obsessed with golf, like you said.
So when did you start playing and why?
I started playing really consistently when I got into the league, so about 6 years ago. My dad would take me and my brother every once in a while when we were growing up. Fell in love with the sport. Tiger Woods, like one of the only athletes that when I turned that on, my heart was beating faster when he was hitting a putt. You know, like I wanted him to win that much, and I think that's, you know, that mixed with, you know, going with my dad and my brother and having those core memories growing up, I think that's kind of why I love the sport.
And what about people who are kind of like intimidated, who think golf might not be for them? What would your words of wisdom be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it honestly is for everybody. It's such a good time to bond, especially with a significant other, to go out on a course and hang out in nature, put the phones away, and just enjoy each other's company. Obviously, we're out here at a great event and getting to spend some good quality time with great people, get to know each other a little bit more, and I think that's pretty special in itself.
What's your favorite club in the bag?
Favorite club in the bag is going to be my 60 degree.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I love
Why
that.
is that?
That's where you make your money, I think. I think putting gets a little bit overrated. I think driving's a little overrated. I think your wedges is what can separate the good from the bad.
My buddy said, Willie, he said he likes to hit the ball all over the place, but get it in the hole really fast.
Yeah,
you know, and
that'd be great.
it freaks your opponents out. Like spray it, get it up front, chip it 2 foot, tap in par.
I love that.
See you on the next tee.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play well. We're gonna get a few shots of you hitting and make sure you beat Kyle.
Gotta beat Kyle.
Okay.
All right, thank
Let's
you.
go, baby.
Appreciate
Thank you, man. And there you have it.
Like the man before him, I'm happy he's here and I'm sad he's here. He was born in California. He grew up in Wyoming. He's currently the king of Buffalo, New York. First round pick, 3-time Pro Bowler, all pro QB. This is quarterback Josh Allen.
Okay, everybody, and we are back. I'm going to check in with the gang and see how everybody is doing. So, Taylor, how have the first 6 holes or 5 holes of the preserve? First 4 holes of the preserve, and how you doing? You can hold the mic.
Pretty dramatic. It's been an up and down against the people we're playing with. Someone made a 100-foot putt on the second hole, Mr. Josh Allen.
That's what you're supposed to do, correct, Josh?
Yeah,
He called it, too.
You're supposed to make those ones.
Yeah, the cup doesn't move.
We're being extra positive. Extra positive. Every shot, we're going to make this. Might happen. Maybe a hole.
You just made birdie. You just made birdie.
Birdie, yep. Yep.
He
A very easy birdie, too. It's just a walk.
he stepped on a drive.
None of it's easy.
What'd you hit in? 4 iron?
4 iron, hard
It's
4
about
iron.
10 feet, and then missed his eagle putt by about.
I wasn't doing the aim point thing or
4
whatever,
inches.
so I think I just had the wrong read. I don't know.
This guy can play. He's got some
Do you
Bubba
do aim
Watson in
point?
him. No.
Do you know what? Me neither.
I just.
Someone send us.
What is the aim point?
Yeah, let's see it.
I don't know.
Come on, tell us what you think it is.
I think you got to see where it is level. You got to do your feels, you know? Feeling it in your soul, which is kind of good. And then I think you do a math equation with your fingers and such. But I think you have to have like 2 to 6 microdoses before you start doing that.
How many do you have today?
I had half of one at breakfast
You're just not at that point yet.
with the orange juice.
We're getting close.
With my orange juice, which is really called, it's like orange teching, I think they call it on the internet. But it's good enough to make birdie. I'll tell you that. Who's next? Ryan Everett. Kyle, come on in here.
Come here, Ryan. Come here, Ryan.
Oh, how are you playing? Oh, thank God you took your jacket off. Tell us about.
We were sweating. Can I get both mics, please? We were hot. We were sweating. My partner's doing great. He's carrying us. What hole are we on? 4, 5?
I have no idea.
How many mushrooms did you take this morning, you said?
Half of one.
Okay, cool.
Are you gonna take one, Kyle?
Someone needs to ask him a question. How high are you hitting the ball? What's the top apex of how high you hit?
Well, I think like my score doesn't show it, but I'm hitting the ball higher than anyone out here.
That
For
should
sure.
be something. That
It's
should
gotta
be
be
something on the
right?
thing, yeah.
Southwest Airlines reported one.
They
see
did.
that?
They did. Does any coach out there could come help coach the Allen brothers, please?
Please.
Anyone, just DM Kyle.
We need it. At Kyle Allen.
Would you pay?
No. Why would I? I can give you a Malbon
Okay,
sweatshirt.
cool. What's your mindset going into this hole? How are you feeling?
Feeling beautiful. We got a wide open fairway uphill. I'm gonna hit driver high, and people are gonna love it.
Cool. And your vibe? How's your vibe today? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing Malbon top. Underneath is a freshly shaved chest and some great shoes.
Yeah, freshly. You feel faster?
I feel light. I feel sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you do that, or does your girlfriend Summer do that?
No, I do it personally.
With a straight razor?
No, just a little buzzer. It's kind of like a surprise. It's a present.
Can you show us your Malbon ball and what your logo is, please?
Do I have it? I've lost a lot of them already.
You lost that good one? Okay. I think it's in
no.
He forgot to draw it. He forgot.
NSFW or something?
Something like that.
NSFW, it's not.
I think
it's
you were
not
wanting
the
to
size.
hammer. I think it was
It's
extra
not the
hammer is what you wanted. It was a hammer
Exactly.
that he was putting on.
I was overcompensating.
Anyway,
So
here
with the
from
global climate of the world and the economic status of what's going on, and especially in the European countries, how does that make you feel, particular to the gas prices here relating in the United States and the World War?
Well, as high as I hit the ball, too, I get a real good weather climate access up there. So, I'm just really psyched about the way everything's going.
Gotcha.
It's all moving forward.
All right.
It's up.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
That's
Thank
exactly
you.
what I was looking for.
Thanks for coming out for the charity day today and contributing to society.
A lot. Yeah. What am I contributing?
And just like that, you'll never know what you're going to get on the Part 3 podcast. I am one of your hosts, Stephen Malbon, and next to me is J.R. Smith, and we'll see you next time.
I got a lot lighter in the past couple of days.
See ya.
Amongst the Pines, out.
You know what I mean? Just get it out there by the bunker.
Working it. Can we play that one?
Kyle can have that one.
No one else? You just me?
All right, let's see the
I heard
height
you've been
difference
hitting it
between
high.
these and
You don't want to hit it too
Get
high
in
on
the
this
yang.
hole.
Here comes the yang. Oh, that was too straight. Normal. How do we make fun of that? God, Kyle, it's a really tough day out here today. It's tough. It's
You got a
tough.
tough crowd, this group.
It is tough.
Richmond, Virginia's finest.
Oh, coming in Brooklyn. That's good.
Oh my God. Poor ball.
All you're hoping for this is to hit the cart path, you'll be on the next tee box, and you have a little chip.
Josh, are you playing Cypress tomorrow?
I saw it.
Yep.
And just like that, Part 3 podcast, and the beat goes on. Brocky Marciano, welcome to the Part 3 podcast. Tell us about how you started golfing, when you started golfing, and why.
I started golfing at 11 or 12 years old because I used to go to my dad's house in Dallas for the summer, and I was tired of going to fucking daycare. So it's like, dude, just drop me off at the course and just leave me there until you get home. And that's what I do. I just stay there all day.
Favorite club in the bag?
Ooh, 2-iron.
2-iron, little chippy 2.
Yeah, or pitching wedge.
Depending on
I could probably be a scratch golfer if I only play with a pitching wedge, but that would be much fun.
How far do you hit the pitching wedge?
About 150, 160.
You heard? That ain't been, that's not a bin 160.
That's not a net. Yeah, shot an 88 at the Pro-Am. I'm a fucking 17 handicap.
All right, everybody, watch this swing. What type of shot you gonna hit here? What you shaping and all that? Tell the people.
Nice little cut, little baby cut. Started off of that tree, ended up right in the middle of the fairway.
Hit it down near that shadow, right?
If all goes according to plan. Looking at like a 310 carry.
No big deal.
So NBD.
NBD.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the tee, LA legend, music exec. He's also known as the Dude. This is Brocky Marciano. Hit him hard.
Where's the lie? Woo! Part 3 podcast, and we have a golf story for the ages. Taze, take it away.
Dontrelle Willis here, obviously with Malbon Sports. Big fan of their clothing, but really quick golf story. So I moved into DC Ranch, which is North Scottsdale, a mile away from TPC Scottsdale. I bought a house in there. They had a driving range. So I was going to the driving range every single day, but I didn't know that you had to be a member first. So finally they said, who's the random black guy that's at the range every single day? So members came up to me and said, you're not allowed to be here. And I said, what the hell? I bought a big old house here. Why can't I be over here? They're like, that's not how it works, Mr. Willis. You have to sign up and be a member. So that's how I ended up being a member at DC Ranch, but by default with my red balls out there. True story. They let me swing out there for 2 weeks until they realized, like, this random black guy's out here just beating all these range balls. And I was taking them range balls home too. So, you know, still in the bag, baby. But that's how I got to be a member over there, baby.
Okay, one more. What is your advice to get someone who may be intimidated to play golf or think it's not for them? What's your advice to them to join us in this great game?
Golf's for everyone, man. The laughs, the experience, the weather. The one golf shot will bring you back. There's 100 bad ones, but that one golf shot is euphoric. I love the game. And you'll learn a lot about yourself out there, about the mental aspect of it. No mind out there. Have fun and enjoy it and really be around good people. So I pledge everyone to go out there to play the game of golf. I love it. I wish I would have picked it up sooner.
That's right. That golf will get you in your feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. like right now, I'm in my feelings in the forest right now, but I'm going to find it and get up and down. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Play well. We're going to come film you a little bit out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate it,
brother.
And
there you have it.